Hey guys, this is Logan Adams with Nissan of Cookeville, and this is the 2015 Nissan Murano Platinum all-wheel drive. Now, this specific vehicle has just now gotten out of our service department, and just, of course, to be as transparent as I possibly can, to point out a couple things on it. We do have a small scuff right here with a small paint chip on it as far as that's concerned. Walking around the exterior, there is a small scuff on the back. The back hatch does have one small scratch on it right here. Other than that, it does look like we have a small scuff right here on the rear passenger side door. Other than that, as far as the exterior is concerned, there is also one small paint chip up here on the front bumper as well. Beyond that, this thing is in phenomenal condition. Let's go ahead and run over here. Looking at the inside of the vehicle, of course, being a Platinum, this guy is going to have quite a bit of equipment. Let's go ahead and start it up. It does have a push button ignition with Nissan Intelligent Remote Start with the automatic climate control system. This vehicle does have a dual zone climate control, meaning the driver and passenger can set their own selective climate controls right over there. Up front, your seats are going to be heated and cooled, which is a godsend in the summer and, of course, winter months. The rear seats are going to be heat only, of course. Moving right over here, whenever I go into reverse, of course, your rear backup camera does come up with predictive steering, and we do also have the 360 round view monitor. If you press this camera button right up here, it just cycles through the different camera modes. This one right here is the front right tire. That's the please don't curb your wheel camera mode right there. And then, of course, clicking it one more time just goes back to the standard camera mode. Whenever you go into drive, your front-facing camera does come up automatically. The cool thing about this camera, whenever the parking sensors up front detect an object in front of the vehicle that's pretty close, this camera will automatically come up. That way, whenever you're pulling into a parking structure, your garage, or even up to another vehicle, you know exactly how much space you've got in front of you. Beyond that, of course, on your advanced drive assist display, you have a lot of good information, including the odometer readout. This particular vehicle has just a hair over 79,000 miles. Of course, beyond that, you have a lot of good information on this vehicle. Going through here on the next screen over, we do have, of course, your multimedia. This basically just shows you exactly what's going on the radio. Next one right here is going to be your compass. Whenever you're using the built-in navigation, your turn-by-turn directions will come up on this display. Drive computer just shows you a lot of cool statistics about your driving, such as average speed, average fuel economy throughout the average trip reset, and then, of course, the driving total trip. Next over here, we've got the fuel economy. This shows you your instant and your average. Your driving aids is also really cool. This just basically shows you a visualization of some safety features that the vehicle has. Right now, it is just showing your blind spot monitoring. You can configure this screen to show a lot of cool information. And of course, your tire pressures will appear as the vehicle's tires do get up to temperature as you drive. And then, of course, the warning review is basically the screen that'll tell you whenever you have a door open, trunk open, or anything like that. Next screen over is my personal favorite, and that is the settings. So under here, under the driver assistance settings, you can actually go through and adjust your safety features. If you don't like the way they work, you can completely disable them. Right now, we've just got the blind spot monitoring on here. Beyond that, underneath this settings tab, you also have the ability to go into and customize a few other things about the vehicle itself, such as how it locks, how the lighting works, driving position, remote engine start, everything like that. This is a very intuitive display, very, very easy to navigate and use. And of course, you also do have the ability to factory reset to the factory settings on this display. Now, of course, beyond that, we do have a Bose premium audio system. It is an 11-speaker system with the subwoofer in the back where the spare tire is. I'll show you guys that whenever we get back to the trunk. You do have, of course, two automatic windows, both the driver and passenger automatic up and down. And if you look over here on the other side of the door card, you can see we do have a 2-driver position memory that's going to combine your steering wheel, the outside mirrors, and the driver's seat all into 2 profiles. That way, 2 drivers can have fully customized settings without having to worry about who drove the vehicle last and messed up their seating position. Right over here, you've got your buttons for the traction control, your rear lift gate, as well as the heated steering wheel controls. This thing's great if you have arthritis or even if it's just cold outside. Beyond that, of course, all of this technology all over the steering wheel is great. Cruise control over here, multimedia over here, as well as the controls for your advanced drive assist display. Now moving into the back seat of this vehicle, you can see we do have a really nice leather interior that is in phenomenal condition given the age and mileage of this vehicle. And of course, back here on the rear of the center console, you can see the rear seat air vents are completely adjustable. Your rear heated seat controls have both a high and low, and those are going to be on the outboard seats. So this middle seat on the hump doesn't have anything, but I'm sure most of the time it's going to be having this center console armrest folded down right here for you. That way everybody in the vehicle is going to be comfortable at all times. We've also got a really nice cell phone holder right back here for the backseat passengers specifically. That way any little trinkets they have and they don't want to get lost out throughout the vehicle, they can just set them right in there and not have to worry about it. Or you can also use that as a charging dock whenever you have this USB port utilized, just running a cable up to charge your phone. Beyond that, we've got tons of storage throughout this vehicle. Both of the back seats, both the back of the front seats do have this nice little storage pocket on the back of it. And then of course, if you absolutely needed more storage, pull on this lanyard right here, and the second row does fold down into what is called cargo mode. Little sneak preview of the trunk before we get back there. I'm gonna go ahead and lift this seat back up. Now, of course, we do have the power lift gate, which means you just have to press a button and let the vehicle do the rest of the work for you. And just keep in mind, this vehicle has yet to run through details, so you will have to mind some of the dirt and debris in here. Now, this is one of my favorite features of this vehicle. It's really, really simple. You just have these handles right back here that can automatically lay that second row down for you. But if you don't want to walk up to the front and pick it back up, pull on this switch, and it will automatically start raising those seats back up for you. That's right, power raising seats, and they work like a charm. Once again, just hold that button down and these seats fold right back up for you. In that case, I let go of the button and it's going to stop. It'll also automatically stop if there's any sort of resistance or an object in the way. Now, underneath your trunk mat, this is a rubberized trunk mat, of course. It looks like the previous owner had another trunk mat in here just to protect the factory installed one. We do have an under storage area as well. This guy's really cool because you can actually utilize this hook right here, hook it up top. That way you don't have to worry about holding this guy up while you are trying to mess with your spare tire that is mounted right below. This is going to be, of course, a temporary spare tire, and we did do an inspection on this to make sure it's still checked out and is up to standards, and it is good. Right here you can see we do have the subwoofer for the Bose premium audio system. That way everybody in the car can feel the awesome amount of bass this thing can produce. Right over here you've got tons of tie down points as well as a 12-volt power supply, and then of course some secret compartments. And this one is going to be your scissor jack and tire kit for if you ever needed to change out that spare tire on the side of the road. Underneath this one is a completely empty storage area that you can configure to your own liking and put or hide whatever you want in that storage compartment. And of course, closing it up, super simple. And whenever you are done in this compartment, it is as easy as just putting this hook back in the clip that it belongs in and dropping everything right back down. It'll all slide right into place for you. That way you don't have to mess with it or anything like that. Whenever you're done with the trunk, simply close that button right there. It'll automatically close up for you. During my exterior walk around, I did notice one more thing of damage. There's a small scratch right here, and it does look like this front bumper does have a couple clips missing, misaligned on that right there. With that being said, this was the 2015 Nissan Murano Platinum all-wheel drive. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments down below or reach out to me via email. Thank you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.